Hi, guys. So, for today's reading, we are going to be looking into what do you currently need to work on within yourself or in your development, things like that, with overcoming the abuse or trauma of the past, anything like that. So, we have 3 piles today. 1, 2, 3. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and pick the pile that you feel most drawn to. And if you guys do enjoy this, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a timestamp, a donation, hit that little super thanks button. There's many different ways that you can support me and my work, and I really truly appreciate each and every one of you who does that. You guys make a very big impact on my life, so thank you for that. And also thank you to our guides for connecting us and allowing us to receive these messages and express these messages. So let's get started with pile 1. For pile 1, what do you currently need to work on? Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. Make fun of me all you like, but I'm still gonna say it. Anyway, your confidence, your voice, expressing yourself, allowing yourself to be seen without masks, grounding yourself. Spending time in nature is going to help you a lot as well. If you haven't been spending as much time in nature recently, taking a day to go and visit nature in some sort of way is really going to help you. We have a praying mantis. Your prayer life is something that may need to be focused on a bit more. It may be time to incorporate some more prayer work or some more time for rituals or meditations or to talk to your ancestors, things like that. This little lucky cricket. It makes me think of Mulan every time I see that cricket. And now I'm thinking of, when will my reflection show who I am inside? So, it's time to be who you are and time to let down any kind of facade or mask that may be covering up those aspects of yourself. And to also know and realize that you have a lot of luck on your side. Kona Brewing Company, IPO, lover. So the way you are in a partnership may be something that you need to work on as well. Finding peace, balance, and harmony in your relationships, being able to communicate better, being able to express yourself better. For some of you, taking a vacation may be something that may really help you as well. Choose joy, compassion, and forgiveness in dealing with yourself and with others. Free your heart from the wounds of the past, heart chakra. So it's now time to live and let live. It's time to forgive for the hardships and the hurt and the pain, the sadness and the loss that others may have put you through. And also to forgive yourself for feeling like you allowed this to happen or feeling like you made the wrong choice or whatever the case may be. You didn't make the wrong choice. You ended up exactly where you were meant to be, which is right here, right now. The only validation you need is your own. Don't let others cause you to feel unworthy. You have the power to disallow. So, once again, with showing your true self, being who you are, getting rid of the opinions, thoughts, ideas of others about what you should be doing, where you should be going, how you should be behaving, and taking your life back and your power back into your own hands and being who you want to be, regardless of what anybody else thinks about that or how anybody else feels about that. Interpersonal effectiveness. Getting interpersonal objectives met, maintaining relationships, and increasing your self-respect and interactions with others. So, being able to go into a situation feeling like you came out in a balanced manner, feeling like not only did they get their needs met, but you got your needs met as well. And a big chunk of that is expressing your needs and not feeling ashamed of needing whatever you need or wanting whatever you want and allowing yourself to just express that and get it out there in the open. Having some better boundaries and really being able to lower this mask and remove this guard off of yourself. Kitty, no. Self-soothing can be very effective. Find a self-soothing technique that doesn't hurt yourself or others. Walks, jogs, hiking, warm blanket, cocoon, a nice fire, shower, and stuffed or real animals to cuddle, blankets, doing things that make you feel good, taking care of yourself so you don't feel like you need that care from outside, loving yourself the way that a good parent would, and really being able to deal with things and situations on your own without having to take the advice or opinions of others into account, but being able to say, okay, this is what I want and this is where I'm going. How do I get there? And then making it happen without having to worry about whether or not other people are going to be on your side or whether or not other people are going to be angry at you, whatever the case may be. We have the Four of Swords. Taking the time to enjoy life. Learning to enjoy life by overcoming your fears, inner growth, learning, taking a break, resting, reflection, meditation on the future, rest and reflection works like magic, setting goals. So, one of the biggest things that's going to help you is taking some time out for you to rest and to reflect on situations and how they've played out and the truth of those situations, and allowing yourself to be at peace with the way that things have happened. Setting some goals for your future and taking the time and out to learn and grow, to really expand your knowledge on certain things that will help you to reach these goals. Three of Wands, big dreams, good ideas pay off. It will come to you, landing time, time to wait, worth waiting for, visualization, thoughts, alignment, sweet, graceful, waiting for your work or actions to pay off, completion, wholeness. So, feeling very complete and very whole on your own, feeling like there is nothing missing in your life at this current moment. Just because you want something greater, or just because you want to expand in some way or grow in some way or have something come into your life in some way, doesn't mean your life isn't amazing as it is. So make sure that you are grateful for your life and everything in it the way that it is right now currently. Raise your vibrations and feel good about yourself and what you're doing, and this will help you to draw in more. The Swan and the Moth. You may also be afraid that all you're going to attract in is bad. And it's time to address this fear and to align yourself with thoughts that are more productive. I don't just attract in bad things. I attract in many beautiful, amazing, wonderful things. I attract in good experiences and good people. I don't attract in people who are attracted to my light and want to suck it all away. I attract in people who have their own light to spread and share too. You could definitely be somebody who has attracted in a lot of that throughout your life. And the reason for it is because in order to spread light, people have to be able to find light. It's time to look in the mirror as well and to really dive deep on what you see in that mirror. When will my reflection show who I am inside? So if you're a very peaceful, calm, loving person, a very graceful person, a very beautiful person inside, then that should be being shown outside as well. And you may be hiding a lot of that away because of the hurt and the pain of the past. So you may actually be coming off as somebody who's very cold, somebody who is very chaotic, defensive. You may actually be in a state where you feel like you have to defend yourself regularly, and you feel like if you drop your guards down at all, everything's going to come crashing down. But it is time to check in on those guards and see why they're so high and start to lower them a bit so that you can invite in some good too. If you spend your whole life afraid of the pain, then you will never find the love either. Because first off, they go hand in hand. You're going to have both when it comes to inviting any situation into your life. You're going to have both pain and love. You're going to have both good and bad. And that's the way it is. Every situation you invite into your life is going to bring that. But if you are worried about the pain, if you're worried about the betrayals, if you're worried about all that kind of stuff, then it stops you from living your life to the fullest. And it stops you from inviting in the good things as well. And you just end up alone, a miserable old cat lady or man. And right now is the time to address this and to understand what it is that you're so afraid of, and to allow yourself to experience some of those things. Because each time you face that fear will shrink. So that's what I have for you guys. And if you guys enjoyed this or it resonated, make sure you let me know in the comments below. And also a big thank you to anybody who has been donating to my channel, anybody who's been liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, leaving timestamps, hitting the super thanks button. All that stuff helps me out so much, you guys. Thank you so much for that. You guys make a very big impact in my life, and you are the reason that I eat. So thank you for that. And I really hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 2. So for you guys, let's see what you currently need to work on. Not allowing yourself to be overshadowed or hidden away. Allowing your true colors to shine bright. Stepping into the spotlight and being okay with it. And at the same time, you may be a bit afraid of overshadowing others by stepping into your spotlight. But this spotlight is meant for you. Collectible, 1977. You may be feeling very empty inside for some reason or another. You may also feel like you're on display in some sort of way. Corona, familiar. Smirnoff, twist off. Some of you may need to work on drinking or addictions in some way. If you decide to go out and have a couple drinks, what is the reason behind it? If the reason behind it is, I'm going to have a fun night, I'm going to have a couple drinks, I'm going to let loose, and then I'm going to go back to my life the next day, awesome. But if your reason is, I am hurting, I'm in pain, I need something to numb this pain, then that is definitely not the way to go. Getting out and networking could definitely be something that you are needing to work on as well. Maybe even going and knocking on someone's door specifically. There may be something that you need to face in order to release things, in order to get that closure. There could be something as well where you might be waiting for somebody to come knocking at your door, and this is keeping you stuck and stagnant. The root chakra. Be confident, assertive, and unafraid of expressing your truth to the world. Communicate from a place of empathy and healthy boundaries. So a lot of times when people are drinking as well, it's so that they can open up. So they're not so shy, so they can just be themselves. And you know what? You don't need anything to help you be yourself. Working on your confidence, working on your roots, delving into the reason why you may have some sort of self-esteem or self-worth issues is going to be very important for you. Facing your fears and stepping up to the plate. Allowing yourself to be seen and heard. Where in the past you might have been somebody who shied away from a topic, now you're going to be wanting to express yourself more and more fully. Taking those risks. Making that trip to somebody's house and knocking on the door. Crown chakra. Listen to your guides. They are always nearby to guide you on your path. Connect to a prayer or higher power or spiritual routine of some sort. So connecting to your guides more fully is going to be something that's going to be very effective for you as well. Being able to fine tune and listen to those messages that are coming in. We have the 8 of Wands. Taking action to express your ideas. Knowing what you want and going after it. Playful, sassy, flirty. Abundance from new thoughts and new ideas. So once again, putting yourself out there, expressing yourself, taking action to go after what it is that you want, taking action to express yourself and your ideas, being more playful, being more sassy, being more flirty, not allowing anybody to make you feel ashamed or guilty of that energy, knowing what you want and going after it, and removing any kind of fear from that. 2 of Wands. Ideas of partnership, making choices, playfully taking action, healthy, vital, strong, choosing your path, going after goals, moving forward, glancing back. So once again, there is definitely a need for you to step up to the plate, for you to make a move, for you to express yourself and to go after what it is that you want. You may have been holding back for a long time now on some situation that you're really wanting to make a move on. And even if this situation doesn't go as planned when you make that move, you can still move on. That's going to give you that closure. Even if you get rejected when you step up to the plate, you're still going to feel good and you face those fears and you'll be able to do it much easier next time as well. So we have the tiger and the hummingbird. Once again, listening to your intuition, listening to the messages, the signs, the synchronicities that are coming in your way, stepping more fully into that masculine energy you have as well. You have a lot of feminine energy, but there is a need and a purpose for that masculine energy too. And not allowing anybody to make you feel like you're doing something wrong by expressing yourself and going after what it is that you're going after. There's definitely a lot of, competition when it comes to being able to be with you. There may be a lot of people who flirt with you. There may be a lot of people who buzz around you in some sort of way. There may even be some sort of fights over you or something along those lines. Or you may even be wanting to fight for someone that you love. It's somebody that there may be a lot of competition surrounding. There's a need for you to remain in a very happy, joyful, fun-loving energy. People who took your power blamed you, but you don't have to accept that distorted reality. People who abuse always blame the survivor to shift the focus. So you could definitely have dealt with some scapegoating from people. You could have been made to believe that things that happened that went wrong were your fault in some sort of way. And it's time now to realize that people that were hurting you tried to make you out to be the bad guy in some sort of way so that you would not be able to move forward. Realize we are all doing the best that we can with the tools that we have, and this will help you to leave behind the pain caused and help you to forgive yourself and others. Forgiveness brings peace. So forgiveness of you, forgiveness of the people that you've dealt with, being able to realize and understand that we are all doing the best that we can with the tools we have, and sometimes those tools just don't tell us what to do or where to go or how to behave. People a lot of times act in really fucked up ways, and a lot of that is because they've never been taught any different, whether that's you or other people. You are everything that was not given to you. You are love, light, and wisdom. Pulling yourself out of the darkness is no easy task. Be proud of your progress. So, another thing that you need to do at this current time is take actions to celebrate you, to let yourself know that you're proud of you and how you've handled things and everything that you've been going through. You are definitely love, light, and wisdom. And these things were not necessarily given to you. You cultivated them throughout your life. But the people who you dealt with, who gave you the opposite of this love, light, and wisdom, they were never given that either. And they've had to cultivate the love, light, and wisdom that they do have inside of them themselves as well. And you're doing a really good job at being able to find the beauty inside yourself and find the beauty inside the world around you. So continue to do this and continue to level up on this front. Take your power back and know that you have the ability to make a very strong impact on the world around you if you step into your confidence and allow yourself to be who you are. So that's what I have for this pile. And if you guys did enjoy this, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a timestamp, a donation, hit that little super thanks button. I really do love to hear whether or not these things resonated, what you got going on, things like that. And all those things really help to support me and my channel and my work. And I really appreciate each and every one of you who does anything to give back for the healing sessions that I bring to you guys regularly. Thank you so much for that. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 3. What do you currently need to work on? You may feel like you're underwater. You may feel like you're drowning in some sort of way. You may feel very numb to a lot of things going on around you at this current time. You may feel like people can't hear you, or you can't hear others, or like you may feel a little dissociated with your life currently. Some of you could feel very depressed in some sort of way. The path to happiness is inside of you. It's time to look around your world, notice and appreciate all the things that you have to be grateful for. Spend some time in nature. Spend some time in the sunlight. You may feel like you don't belong here, or like something is wrong with you, or you're too different in some sort of way. You're a light in the dark when you're in your high vibes, but I feel like you've been in some sort of low vibes for a little while now, and a lot of that may have to do with how alone you feel. You are never alone. Your guides are always with you, your angels, your ancestors. Imagine them behind you and all the strength and wisdom and stability that they bring into your life. And if you want more people around you, then get out and start talking to people, connecting with people, building some intimate connections and relationships. The right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed upon. National Rifle Association of America, 1871. National Rifle Association, all in 2012. So there is something that you are needing to bet on in your life. There's something that you're needing to go all in on, and pull yourself away from others and be very independent about it. There could definitely be something that you're doing alone. And this could also have a lot to do with this loneliness feeling as well. But know that you will not always be in this boat alone, because there are people that are going to be following after this. Also, you could be a single parent as well, and you may be doing a lot of this without your children around you. Know that the strength you have in your roots also flows to your children, and also know that you have a lot of strength within you. The apple does not fall far from the tree. Ground yourself. Know that you are safe in being your true self. Root chakra. Be proud of who you are. Paint, sing, dance, live every day with passion. Express your creativity and your passion. Sacral chakra. So, sacral chakra and root chakra, I do have some chakra healing readings on here as well. If you type in my name and chakra, you should be able to find the chakra healings. There's a need to work on your sacral chakra and your root chakra. No longer feeling guilty, ashamed, or like what you want is wrong. No longer feeling like expressing yourself is wrong. Get up and dance and paint and sing and draw, and whatever it is that you love doing, do it, and feel that passion and that inspiration as you do. Feel very confident in being the person that you are, and allow anything that tells you otherwise to fall away. Anything that tells you anything other than you are fucking amazingly beautiful as you needs to fall away. The sin, the crime, and the shame is no longer yours to hold. Place the blame where it belongs. Accept, let go, forgive. You did nothing wrong. Some of you could have experienced sexual abuse in some sort of way as well, and you may be dealing with the guilt or shame of that. Even if it was some other kind of abuse, you're dealing with a lot of guilt and shame in connection to whatever has happened to you, and it's keeping you from expressing yourself in more bold and daring ways. It's keeping you from feeling comfortable in your own skin. So it's time to let go, and it's time to forgive, especially self-forgiveness. You did not cause this person to hurt you. Don't be ashamed to share your scars. You are not what happened to you. You are what you chose to be. Your journey is what made you, not what defines you. So, you may also be ashamed or afraid to share your story in some sort of way. Some of you could be working on writing a book. Some of you could be writing songs, poetry. Some of you could be just sharing your stories from your mouth. You may be somebody that is very good at talking to large groups of people and making changes and impacts on them. And a lot of this and a lot of your purpose is going to go hand in hand with being able to share your story and no longer being ashamed of it or feeling like it was somehow your fault for what happened to you. One of the biggest things that this reminds me of is one of the coercion rapes that I went through and how it triggered some of the trauma that I had. And I really tried very hard to continue to be friends with this person after this had happened, until I finally had to tell him, you know what, if you ever come near me again, You're going to be dead or going to jail, whichever comes first. And forgive yourself for allowing these people to be around you if you did, or for trying to repair things, or for somehow feeling like it's your fault that they got this obsession with you, or whatever the case may be. Exploring your emotions. Seven of Cups, seeing all of your options clearly, putting in the hard work to heal your emotions like magic, helping others see their options, cutting through the BS inside of yourself, working joyfully to understand your feelings, leaving sadness behind, stirring up emotions, and making wishes come true. So right now, one of the biggest things to work on for you is learning yourself, learning your emotions, understanding your emotions, exploring how you're feeling, why you're feeling, and stirring those things up. You may be being triggered emotionally a lot right now, and deciding to, instead of veering away from those triggers, looking at those triggers and understanding why those triggers are causing you to feel the way that they are. Some people will run from triggers, but the only way to heal those things is to dive into them. Ace of Wands. Taking actions on new ideas, desire to begin, rapid new growth, wanting passion, new beginning in thoughts or passion or ideas, ready to act on your desires, determined, set on a new path, new thoughts and ideas of what is important to you, new understandings. So, as you're doing this, you're going to come into a lot of new beliefs, new understandings, new ideas. You're going to really start to shift and change the way that you have always thought about certain things. And these new ideas are something that you definitely need to focus on cultivating. Don't veer away from them. Don't shy away from thinking of things in a different way than you've thought about them your entire life, because a lot of these new ideas and understandings are going to be what helps you to heal emotionally as well. Being very determined on this new path that you're taking, being determined to confront the things that you have going on inside of you, and taking action on your ideas is going to bring rapid new growth. Hyena and the lizard. So, exploring your options and being okay with exploring your options, not feeling like you need to settle down with the very first option that pops into your view is something that's going to be very important for you too. Not clinging to everything that comes along, but just allowing things to be as they are, no strings attached. Really working on some of your passive aggressive behavior as well. There could be times that you may be snapping at other people or saying things that you don't mean, or saying things that are a little bit hurtful or cruel in some sort of way, because you may be holding back on expressing how you really feel about certain situations. And making these jokes may make you feel like you get a release of that in some sort of way, but it's not helping with the issues at the core of the situation. You may also be thinking about a career field in comedy in some sort of way. And that could definitely be something that may really help you to break out of the shell you're into. Understanding that you can fit in anywhere with anyone, anytime, and that's okay. But also that just because you can doesn't mean you should, and doesn't mean it's the place for you. Understanding that you are quite capable of regenerating yourself and building yourself back up after anything that has happened as well. Laughing more too. Just enjoying yourself, having fun, and being able to let loose a bit, being able to let go of the control a bit, and just allowing things to unfold naturally in the way that they're meant to unfold is definitely something to work on at this time. The vulnerability you feel in the position you're in is also something that needs to be worked on, because you can't have confidence while you're feeling fearful and afraid. Knowing that all these situations you've faced in the past, even if they were meant to bring you down in some way, did not, and you have been able to survive them. You've been able to grow and become stronger and wiser, and really being able to focus on the good parts of those situations instead of all the negativity. So that's what I have for this pile, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to say about it, whatever, whether or not it resonated, what you might be going through, things like that. And I also want to say a thank you to anybody who has been supporting my channel in any way. All the likes, shares, comments, subscribes, donations, anybody hitting the super thanks button, all that stuff really helps me out. Thank you guys so much for that. And I really hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys.